Hi, it's Molly from The Inside Voice, and today we're doing a second video about vocal myths. Here's number 1 for today. Vocal damage is always due to poor technique. Definitely wrong. Yes, poor technique can lead to vocal injuries, and impeccable technique can help prevent them. But poor technique is a drop in the bucket compared to all the other reasons that singers get injured, like overuse and sickness. Singing is a physical activity, and as with any physical activity, injuries can happen. No one bats an eye when an Olympic athlete is temporarily down for the count because of an injury, or uses him as a cautionary tale on poor athletic technique. But somehow, vocal injuries carry all this stigma, and whenever a pop singer or musical theater belter hurt themselves, the peanut gallery of voice teachers chimes in about how they should have used classical technique, should have used better support, should have made their belt more mixy, or fill in the judgmental blank. A few years ago, Adele ended her 25 tour early because of damaged vocal folds. Cue the sanctimoniousness, like the viral Guardian article about stars losing their voices due to poor technique. The truth is, being on tour as a pop artist, being a Broadway star expected to belt 8 shows a week, being an opera singer at the Met, frankly, just being a professional singer is hard on your voice. You don't get to back off when your voice is tired, and often, you don't even get to bow out if you're sick. But as your voice and body get tired and sick, that gets harder and harder to accomplish. As with a worn-out athlete, your body begins to compensate in harmful ways for your fatigue, and everything gets more challenging. Let's move on to myth number 2. Voice lessons are bad for kids. This one is honestly just weird to me. The myth goes that you need to have gone through puberty for voice lessons to be helpful, and that voice lessons for children can hurt. Except that kids use their voices all the time. They talk, they yell, and yes, they sing with or without vocal lessons. I think the myth came about because of how many teachers aren't equipped to work with children's voices or maturity levels. Kids' voices should not be pushed to sound like adult voices. Kids' belting tends to sound a little smaller and tinnier than teen and adult belting, and their classical voices don't sound as big and full either. This is as it should be. Doing things like having them jam their tongues down and push harder to get a thicker sound will do little other than cause tension and bad habits. But if you have a qualified voice teacher working with kids, it can only help. They can learn good habits early on and begin to explore their voices in a safe, nurturing environment. For the complete video with more vocal myths, head over to theinsidevoice.org. See you soon!